actually served on the steering committee for the strategic planning process and also as the co-chair for the self-study initiative.
The idea of it being collaborative and open to essentially everyone within the college was really cool.
I would just come to the meetings and just say, make sure that, you know, the best interests of the students were being recognized.
The Peirce way is truly, it's a caring, thoughtful, supportive place.
I was coming into a new position with our new president, and it was a very exciting project, more institutional than I had been involved with before.
The original planning day here at Peirce was a really awesome day because it brought together many alumni, staff, business partners here at Peirce, and we were writing on the walls ideas of recommendations of issues that Peirce is facing out there and the challenges that Peirce is facing.
I actually came from the external partnership side.
Well, as senior vice president here at the college, I have to help move this agenda forward. So I was a part of it from the get-go.
What we've done through this process is to really work with a collaborative approach across the board.
We have a fairly organized five-phased approach. And the first phase is to engage with the community and to conduct a lot of interviews.
It was a lot of, in the beginning I recall, just really understanding like the history. You kind of have to get an understanding of where you've been to get an understanding of where you are and where you want to go.
I think there were 7 or 8 huge round tables that they mixed us up.
And we broke out into subgroups, and those subgroups had smaller initiatives or sub-initiatives, and we had a chance to work individually, then bring our information into those smaller subcommittees, flush that through together, and then finally bring it back to the original larger group.
Phase 2 was about working with teams on campus over the course of several months to develop strategic recommendations.
If there were differences of opinions within the room, to continue to narrow it down and drill it down until we had, you know, a consensus that everyone could agree with and move on.
Phase 3 was integrating those reports and the recommendations from them to create a strategic agenda, a vision for the college going forward, and that was approved by the Board of Trustees in early April.
Changing people's lives, I think that's always our bottom line.
I learned to look at Peirce as a system with a bunch of different parts that need to figure out a way to work together.
The most important thing in the room was the idea. You know, what's the idea? What idea are you bringing to the table?
I'd say that the moment that stood out the most was presenting the final strategic agenda to the Board of Trustees and asking for their approval.
The community here at Peirce is wonderful. Everyone here is awesome.
I just learned Jim Mergiotti just has a fantastic vision. He wants his school to, you know, be on the map, to be everything that it should be.
Having an opportunity to have a voice in a really critical process for the institution was exciting.
Everybody here really has a deep passion for wanting to improve the school.
To be able to be a part of this has been extraordinary.
It was sort of amazing somewhat to see how far we've come and to have pretty much everyone that was involved in the process in the room.
President Mergiotti is a people person. He cares about people, and I wanted to be a part of that growth.
That we're working through this together, so when it rolls out, no one can ever say that this is not something that, you know, I didn't agree to, but really making sure that everyone came together as a team for the best benefit of the institution as a whole.
I learned that I joined the right organization.
Well, what happens next is implementation of this vision that has taken us a year to create.
I think next step for us is to now take this plan that we put so much care in building and make it real, make it happen.
It is a culmination, I think, of the best ideas.
We've always known the story of Peirce. We've always known what makes us great and why our students love us. We've known this. But now it's time to tell that story to the larger population.
This school is looking to find people who may not have the opportunity to go to school elsewhere, to bring them here, to nurture them, to support them, and to transform them into successful graduates, first of all, and then productive members of the working world.
Just an exciting time for Peirce, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it.
It is truly the new, improved, amazing era. There's just great stuff to come. We're really going from good to great.